Last December 2019, the first human cases of COVID-19 disease were reported in Wuhan City, China. Since then, the spread and infection of the disease have reached every corner of the globe. The first quarter of 2020 had turned the world into madness as outbreaks began to boom in different countries, causing a myriad of casualties that led to the world's current state, the pandemic. A report of the World Health Organization on April 13, 2020 showed 2,544,792 total cases and 175,694 deaths. Likewise, these statistics had increased tremendously. As of August 24, 2021, data from Worldometer reported approximately 213,931,646 total cases and 4,463,629 deaths around the world. Despite a year and a half of fighting the pandemic, why is it that the coronavirus still infects millions of people around the globe? One of the reasons behind this widespread infection is the emergence of genetic variants of the COVID-19 virus. So, how do viruses make variants? According to Vox, viruses are fairly straightforward. They are essentially just a protein shell encasing some genetic material, either DNA or RNA. The genetic material is made up of molecules, which can be represented as a series of letters. Each section of this code contains instructions that allow the virus to function. A virus has only one goal: to replicate itself. However, since it is so simple, it cannot do so on its own. As a result, it uses us, humans. When a virus infects a person, it uses its cells to replicate itself, replicating its complex code over and over again. However, it inevitably makes a mistake. Sometimes, it deletes or adds a letter as well as flips itself around. This error is known as a mutation, and it modifies the instructions slightly. That slightly altered virus is a variant. Because viruses are constantly copying themselves, it is natural for them to change over time. Currently, 4 dominant variants are spreading the global populations, namely Alpha variant, Beta variant, Gamma variant, and Delta variant. Let's take a retrospective look at how these variants have emerged and became a catalyst in increasing the number of COVID-19 cases. On November 5, 2020, the United Kingdom implemented a lockdown to control the increasing cases of COVID-19. The strict protocols have worked. A drop of COVID-19 cases have been observed in early December, thus relaxing the restrictions. Surprisingly, there has been a spike of cases in the southeast part of England called Kent, an area outside of London. Scientists have found that a new variant that is more infectious has emerged. This new variant was named the B.1.1.7, now called the Alpha variant. This variant is 50% more transmissible than the original SARS-CoV-2 virus and is linked to an increased risk of hospitalization and death. Emerged independently in South Africa in December 2020 and had spread across at least 20 countries was the B.1.351 or Beta variant. It spreads more quickly than non-variant SARS-CoV-2. There is a modest reduction in the efficacy of vaccines against this variant. Nevertheless, there is no evidence that it causes more severe illness or increases the risk of death of those people infected. In the United States, very few cases of the variant have been observed.
Sequenced in early January 2021, a traveler from the city of Manaus in the Brazilian Amazon was detected of a new variant named P1, or also known as the Gamma variant. It has mutations in the spike protein, the part of the virus that attaches to human cells, and it is thought that these mutations make it more transmissible. According to researchers, The variant first emerged in Amazonas state in November 2020, quickly spreading to the state capital Manaus, where it contributed for 73% of cases by January 2021. This Gamma variant has a high attack rate even in people who have been fully vaccinated. The Gamma variant is the most common in French Guiana, where it has caused a third epidemic wave that is threatening to overwhelm hospital capacity as of July 2021. Vitro studies have shown a similar reduction in neutralization for beta or gamma variants by BNT162b2 elicited antibodies in a conserved CD4 positive T cell response against spike proteins from the beta variant. However, such a low vaccine efficiency against infection by the gamma variant was unexpected. Only 28 of the 10,262 COVID-19 vaccine breakthrough infections identified between January and April 2021 in the United States, for which 555 samples were sequenced, were caused by the gamma variant. This variant remains rare in the United States, though cases have increased steadily. Delta variant has been a hot topic on every news station in the past few weeks. It's a COVID-19 variant known for its high transmissibility. Experts believe this variant first arose in late 2020 in India, causing a surge that ultimately led in over 30 million infections and 400,000 deaths. But the first case was discovered in the United States on March 2021. The World Health Organization designated it as the B16172, or mostly known as the Delta variant, on May 31, 2021. The Delta variant is the fourth major COVID-19 variant discovered after the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma variants. This virus is transmitted when it enters the body and its spike proteins bind to the ACE2 receptor on human cells. If mutations occur, this transmission will be more efficient. Because of a mutation at position 681 of its spike protein, the Delta variant is thought to be more effective in destroying cells than other variants. The Delta variant can easily invade host cells with this P681R mutation by fusing infected cells into the structure called syncytium, which speeds up the rate of infection. Likewise, Kei Sato, a virologist at the University of Kyoto in Japan, stated that the Delta variant has greater syncytia than the original SARS-CoV-2. Furthermore, the spike protein of this variant has multiple mutations that contribute to its improved ability to bind to host cell receptors known as the ACE2 receptors. Unfortunately, COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations have increased in the United States as a result of the Delta variant. Despite these variants, we should never lose hope in fighting this invisible enemy. Consistent vaccination and widespread immunity are the keys to counter these variants. If more and more populations are vaccinated, chances of viruses to replicate are lowered, as well as the emergence of new variants.